Alright, yemu akwa BM Emerald Sportsling Ghana so Kudus Mohammed show displeasure at the Ache EPL commentators wona ema commentary hodo ewo EPL dem no Kudus Mohammed chesa ensem bi wo ho amoka yana enkoye especially se omoka e dia fa African players ho a yana enkoye ene ensem bebre na star boy okaye na yabeto so ewo Arsenal akache Thomas Partey edi nkomo na nkomo nyina no wa pick two African players or chese on the field of play se o si akan na chese enema ekoso e de mana se eba defensive worker or one African player bia eya o looking up to and as a ball ne ekoso na ekoba se ni team no attack na ono ko je attacking positioner and also or one African player eya na o looking up to ni nyina Thomas Partey e de ensem egu honom na eno ada ohwe ya Arsenal ene Brentford game eba so no Thomas Partey ene share the only goal na after the goal no Mikel Arteta eyini frimu as to say Abrante epic injury and as on picky injury no Arteta akasa ninsama okaye no ye de ba betodwa na ye nyina ye tie bi na Kudus Mohammed ene West Ham United boy editor Liverpool na say the West Ham ne dia abusia aginyame bam enema enkoye yes Liverpool achi omo atwe omo a enya asam keto star boy was in action the performance no na e was straight eno si bewramu ni ahwese de enema sifa aircall officially Ghana U20 the Black Searchlight AFCON etodwa Egypt no draw no ababetodwa group a Ghana edem nations ahodo a Ghana ena omokwa compete no ababetodwa yebehwe na the latest na ababesomo our platform we so anything stick and stay don't go anywhere yanko na yemfa latest nya no enhyase enfama wo na enkomo ni nyina ekokowiem Kudus Mohammed na Abrante no grant interview hodo na ni interview ni mu no na o chese some EPL commentators ni bi ho a ekoye mo fa so eka mo nsem how any words bi o mo use ema African players no eya na entwaye krakrakrakra eto da bia asa eya mo the African players no omo physical appearance no na ye ma commentary no na nipa we bossy nipa we yesei nipa we se wose ebasa eya na enye na ono de obetu omu nyinafo se ebeya omo nsa kira enfri sa nyama no ho anya sade a emmoa na oto so ebonkomo na o chese ono ankasa ni Premier League ne bo no enafom se uye player na ubo EPO na edin pa ntino e wo se possess some kind of qualities bi ai be ma obeye different from other players no na eno na ono or try say obetimi aye more na wada mu sonko West Ham United ene ensem de bebre na star boy e kan yenko na yenko tie Kudus Mohammed ni interview or grant here.
Mostly when African players have been described, it's more about their physique, their strength, their speed, which in my eyes I believe that we have like skillful players. I will urge more African players to be who they are and enjoy their qualities and stuff.
So you see Yaya Toure, no one can live with him.
Yeah,
he was crazy,
untouchable.
But when you hear commentators describe him, they're like, he's this big, strong guy. Yeah. That's what they lead with. But he had so many other attributes.
It's more than just pace and power, you know. Yeah.
And then the focusing on the strength kind of downplays it a little bit.
You need a lot of flair to be beating players, you know, because this league, everyone is strong. You can see, bro. Everyone is strong and fast, so you need something special to do that. So many times in my career, like I had to work for something like 2-3 times harder than other guys in the same position, you know. How I started playing football, let's say like you don't have access to, let's say, boots, which is like bare minimum in Europe, you know, like basic. I don't see it as an excuse not to compete and do my best in the top level.
One thing my dad always used to say to me when we was growing up is I have to work twice as hard as everyone else because of where we're coming from. Growing up in the UK, being a first generation Brit, but then being in a house with a different culture, like a mix of cultures. So when I was in my house, my mum was like, this is Ghana, but outside people didn't really understand it. And growing up, it wasn't always cool to be Ghanaian. I think I even lied to my friends and told them like I was half Jamaican or something because it was cooler to be Jamaican because of like Bob Marley and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I think just family and music kept me real connected to what was happening back home.
I'm very proud being a Ghanaian, so I don't shy away or hide it, you know. Anywhere I go, I try to be myself, you know, eat my food and yeah.
You talk about the food, I have to discuss this because when we played Arsenal this season, The way you was holding off Saliba, Gabriel, I told the man that's jollof.
We are all different and we all have our impact in the world. So there's not a single day I'll ever change my style of play for any coach, anybody or whatsoever. You know, I think me really expressing myself on the pitch and playing how I play is just who I am, and that will never change. You know, just at the end of the day, just be a boy from Nima, just living his dream, and maybe people can find some inspiration through that by being myself. You know, yeah.
Alright, so star boy Mohammed Kudus, Nensam no ena unya bia UTNT, all the EPL commentators, munya munti a futu a Kudus diama mono, na monfa nyese e bibre mu afo ne de, we de wayese there be edu abrofo ne de na mo kan different. Was it there be iniku ase ekoba santi star boy, Nensam okan wona ne ya adwena, na watimi unlike video no e de amame, na enkomo no etimi aye kama na yenko piem e wo Arsenal. Na Abrante Thomas Partey ena akobo enkomo. Na nenkomo nyina se ose ono on the field of play no enema mienu na opepa na sa enema mienu de dikan defensive work na ni je ho yie na ba offensive worker eno so na ni je ho papapa na ochema wose se akansie na ekoso na ono ojani opposite area anase ni opponent area na game ni ekoso sometimes wotimi eredi hu se babia me gina yin se me ye me ho yie me position me ho yie a metimi anya goal afimu na ose eno na ya ebo na papapa ema sometimes otimi nya goal edema ne ho na ochim na ose se ono no obo game bia enipa ba kwa eba attacking position a eya o looking up to no eya Yaya Toure ose Yaya Toure o feeling brutal na Yaya Toure eba se o attack a eya na Abrante no wo check no na eba defensive work ne dia ene dia ose on fama obi bia na emom no ono ankasa ni nua prekope Michael Essien and are looking up to. Now, according to Thomas Partey and Samuel, no say, I like to be defensive and offensive. I know whenever I am in the opposite area, I have chances of a goal. And I think defensively, I want to be stronger. I want to attack like Yaya Toure and defend like Michael Essien. So to have both qualities is good. Eti Abrante ne senwa okaro eba attacking wise Yaya Toure and about defensive wise and so and so Michael Essien, but as a player say ultimately possess these two qualities, these two just a players na was it there be na just a one who you good and cause our qualities no e was 20 and someone Thomas Partey kai no think say Abrante we no dey say no Ojene samba na ebusa enkomo ne koye se no na ye bowra mu e wo Mikel Arteta akache ko bi sanse enra Mikel Arteta ye hu se Abrante no asase o she goal edema Arsenal na game no end 1-1 no oye Thomas Partey efri mu na Mikel Arteta eye game amokobo ediatia Real Madrid ninti na woyi ni fri mu anase dientia na ensema hodo a Mikel Arteta edito Sportsling Ghana animu nie wo se Abrante game no ekoso no omutimi enya signal bi bibitimi edadi emomu se asa Abrante no ne honam edodo no kakra na se bibi enshara enkoyi emfama no on the field of play eti eno enenam so ema Abrante no omu change no se ometena se na omu mpesa omu ba risk no because game against Real Madrid no a tough game na Mikel Arteta and Sportsling Ghana ebon komo no say we didn't expect the issue with Thomas Partey that we had to take him out. He felt something, so we didn't want to take any risk. We don't know. I haven't spoken to any doctor. Eti and someone Mikel Arteta editor just as at the time I no mobile game no na only doctor bia enkasa enhu de ntia Abrante no asa na omo yes omo yi na free mu nemo only de oka edache obi ase asa signals bi etimi edadi amomu se enema enshada enkoye o Thomas Partey akache nemo no enya de se omo ready se ompesa omo risk Abrante because game against Madrid no e do or die affair in a betimi atodwanti and also ensem a Mikel Arteta editor Sportsling Ghana animu a ye de bi ema na ebusia yenwa mu e wo hanom na ye officially draw itimi atodwa Black Searchlight U20 African Cup of Nations a etodwa e wo Egypt no Ghana EPL Group C na Group C no contains Senegal, Central African Republic, DR Congo and Ghana. It's Group C, Senegal, Central African Republic, DR Congo and Ghana. It's way I think that this group in there a group a Ghana betimi a qualify e de free mu because Senegal de e bia omo na be prove tough kakra but all the same no ye betimi a show mo coach Desmond Ofe ye ginidi then Central African Republic ono so won shada o ho kakra bet shada nya yi sa it group C ni de o say Ghana etimi e qualify e free mu uram e group B group B and a group of death group B Nigeria ehye ho Tunisia ehye ho Kenya ewo ho na Morocco enso ewo ho it group B ni de I will say ho na ye group of death ho na ye group of death because Nigeria Tunisia Kenya na Morocco enye easy kra ewo ho no then group A the host nation Egypt Zambia Sierra Leone South Africa and Tanzania Egypt Zambia Sierra Leone South Africa Tanzania and Eromu ewo group A honma eno so yede enkomo no eti ema nti wankasa no che wadwene wo Ghana anase can Ghana qualify or progress from the group stage for adwen che eto conversation ho ema me now yensane yenhwe we wahanum Kudus Mohammed against Liverpool West Ham United eko away ekoboti a Liverpool and the slot and the boys no echi Grand Porter etwa ne kam yenu ema mutimu e baako na baako kro mote ye no na say your own goal nti say the West Ham there nothing has changed. Enti ohwe Abrante performance na eye enen performance na e was super because when rating na 7.7 so it clearly tells you is a Kudus Mohammed enema e koso ema no ba goals no na ema because ene ohwe game na nkasa ene obo na hit just hit woodwork in this season e doso Kudus adai dienko there be a hit woodwork it bo no pa de na e prevent Kudus say the ball ever turn it nim de na e koso this season and again so we be pa would say Kudus performance e was so pa as goals ne ma assist ne so emma die ntia abusia fa wo comment eto comment section emma me na enkomo no enye kama yensa ne shout out e wa hanom Gabriel Apote Michelle bebia wo bia Amanda Ofosua e be shout out to you Anizam Rose wonso ye chao Sevanus e be shout out to you Skono GH e be shout out to you Close to e be shout out to you Matthew Atta wonso e big shout out to you Godwin Fiati a big shout out to you. When we so out to us, Mr. Emmanuel Boateng, a big shout out to you. Then Portete, a big shout out to you. J. Isaac, Piao, a big shout out to you. Elijah Nana Sante, the day are you fan back up? Elijah Nana Sante, oh no. To Ohana Unicra, are you in a daho? Then Eric Tete, once Michelle Papa, na Kofi Smaru, a big shout out to you. Now we so out to us, Ibrahim Kasum, a big shout out to you. Then Isaac Kofi also a big shout out to you. I'm shout out on NCR begin at the Kobe and now bet me a frame Kobe finest. Master like a video no share link no emami.